So, in my second video of Kolkata, we will go through the historical reveal of Rabindranath Tagore's birthplace, the Jorasanko Thakurbari in North Kolkata. It would be a few days since the first video. We had to wait through 14th and 15th of April because there are straight holidays, and we finally made our way through to Saturday morning. So, since we live in Bagajotin, we are going to the Bagajotin station and catch a train to the metro station and then go to Girish Park because Jorasanko Thakurbari is 5 minutes from Girish Park metro station. So that's where we are going now. Now we were not allowed to take any types of photos or videos inside the museum, but I did note down all the interesting tidbits and whatever I saw inside that huge building complex. Jorasanko Thakurbari is the ancestral home of Kaviguru Rabindranath Tagore, who is the greatest author and poet to have ever lived in Bengal. In the present day, the Rabindra Bharati University surrounds the whole of that museum, and the museum is open on all the working days from 10 to 5. Actually, the name of that whole neighborhood is Jorasanko, where Jora means two and Shako means bridges made out of wood and bamboo material, and that spanned a little stream that used to run over there. So that's why that neighborhood was called Jorasanko, and that house is where the Tagores or the Thakurs lived, and that's why that place is called Jorasanko Thakurbari. When I entered the complex, I had to pay ₹50 coupon for using my mobile camera for clicking photos. Videos are not really allowed there, even though I did manage to click a little bit of video before entering the museum. White marble pillars were all over the place, and it emitted a pure glow of reverence. And that's the exterior of the building is as much, if not more regal and elegant than the inside of the building. Every brick and every wall of the place were begging to tell me a story about the secret history and anything about that place that has been kept hidden still from the visitors there. It felt like the children are still playing in that house, the children of the Tagore family. It just had a really homely feeling, and I couldn't believe that the inside of that has been converted to a museum, because from the outside it looked so plain. Upon seeing the museum exhibits, I could clearly understand that the Tagore family had a great influence during the Renaissance period of Bengal. That is when a massive social shift was taking place in that state. There were several museum exhibits. Some of them contained artwork, marble statues, busts and everything. And some of them made by artists such as Abanindranath Tagore, Rothindranath Tagore, then Pratima Devi and others. Even Rabindranath Tagore himself was a very famous artist. And several other exhibits showed the rise of women empowerment during that Renaissance. Nandini Tagore, Mrinalini Devi, who was Rabindranath Tagore's wife, had a huge impact on that time during the Renaissance. And there were even several rooms where they had shown the kitchen complex. We came across a place where everyone in the Tagore family was born. It looked like a small cove inside that whole building complex. And there was a room also marked there where Rabindranath Tagore died after suffering from a long-term illness. It is said that the Kaviguru channeled all his emotions into his poems and songs, and there is not one subject left in Bengali culture and literature in the contemporary times that had not been touched upon by the great poet. There were several other gallery exhibits which had highlighted the importance of countries like Belgium, China, Japan, and the US, and each of them were their own separate galleries marked by their own separate stories of when Rabindranath visited them, of when they were inviting the great poet overseas to give some lectures maybe, or some of the things about his Nobel Prize winning. At least I hope that I get to visit that museum very soon and then see through all the incredible things that I might have missed the first time, and I'm so excited to visit it again. Perhaps maybe at a time when the weather will be a little more friendly, like in the winter for example, because it was sweltering hot on that day. Right now I am in front of the Jorasanko Thakurbari and I am waiting for the cab to go to Park Street for lunch, and the weather is really stifling to say the least. I mean, it's, thank God there were some galleries inside AC, otherwise we would have been boiled. So yeah, just waiting for the cab to come back while we are waiting in front of this Jorasanko Thakurbari.